Hello, students, and welcome back again. And I hope you've understand what strings were. But today I'm going to talk about what we call the Boolean value and the type convention in this lesson. Now, in our previous tutorial, we talked about strings a lot, where we can use a lot of methods in strings to be able to modify our codes and try to print out capital letters, small letters, and a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, but I'm going to show you one simple trick here in this tutorial about string before we move to the Boolean value and the type conversion for today's lesson. Now, in this code, when we wrote, you said, my name is Messi and I'm from Ghana. Yeah. So what this print function was doing was, okay, here we printed the length. Yeah, this was the previous code. So let's run it again. Okay, this was the length. Now, I'm going to show you a trick about this formatted string here. Yeah. Now, in this, what we did was, first we printed tests, then we used a format which was for the method in the string, and we pass in this value, which is stored in age. So we just add age, then perfect, and we run our code. And we find out that my name is Messi, I'm 20 from Ghana. Yeah, as you could see here. So what this is, it passed this age value to this string using this format method. Now, there's another way to do this, which mostly is used in a lot of programming, a lot of programmers here when they are coding. Yeah, so what they do is, let me delete this. Let's remain this. So what they will do is delete this, then you use F, which means a formatted string, before they bring their code, whether double quote or single quote. And now what they are going to use is to use the curly bracket, this one, then passing this variable, because now I want to display my name is Messi and I'm 20 years. And they'll pass in this variable. Now, this is what is happening. After that, there's a comma, because after name, my name is Messi, there's a comma, and I'm 20 from Ghana. Yeah. So what they do is, this F is formatting the whole string. One, we are using this curly bracket as a placeholder for this variable. So this will be there, then comma, then now we type in and I am, then there will be another placeholder or a curly bracket. Then now he's going to pass out this age variable here. Perfect. So test, which contains my name is Messi, comma, and I am, then another placeholder is age, from, then the country, say Ghana. And after that, let's run the code. Now you see it also printed the same thing. My name is Messi, comma, and I'm from Ghana. It's as simple as that. So we've used this F format. So anytime you want to use the format string, you need to bring it before either your single quote, your double quote, or your multiple quote in your code, so that you'll be able to format this. So it was able to print the same statement we were able to print earlier before. So that's all I wanted you to know about this formatted string. So you can use the placeholder, then use dot format method to do this, or you can use this I think is the most popular way or the easiest way to do that. Yeah. And it's going to make your code more readable than to use plus, concatenate plus. No, it's making that in too long. So using the formatted string will also help you. Now, let's talk about what we call the Boolean values. Now, in Python, Boolean represents one of the two values, which could be true or false. So, let's say we have, let me delete all this. And let's say we have something like a variable A. which stores something like 300. Okay. Then we have this B, which stores 33. Now I want to write a code here. If B is greater than A, then let's print out B is greater than A. Else print B is not greater than A. Now what is happening here? We assign variable A with this value, which is 300, and B to this value 23. Now here we are using if statement, which we are going to talk a lot about it in our future videos. But for now, I just wanted you to know more about the Boolean, how Boolean works. So what it's trying to do is, here is trying to compare itself to A. So now B here is trying to check and see whether it's greater than A. And if it is greater than A, it should print, yo, I'm the boss, yeah? I'm greater than you, yeah? Okay? So print B. So it's like B is greater than A. So B checks itself, hey, I'm 33. A is 300, relaxing somewhere. But B is trying to challenge him. He say, if you know you're greater than me, then print you're greater than me. Or else print I'm not greater than you. So it's as simple as that. So this is where the if statements comes in, which I say we are going to talk about it in our upcoming video. It's going to be fun in that, because in programming, I think if makes program so interesting, because it takes a lot of condition. If you are not this, you need to do this. So if you don't have an ATM card, which means you can't swipe the ATM machine, yeah? Okay? Or if you don't have ticket, you can't enter the movie cinema. So conditional statements in if makes if statements so interesting. So looking at this, when you print this out, what is going to happen? Control R. I say B is not greater than A, because first is check itself. 33 is 33 greater than 300? No. So this, the Python interpreter skipped this, then came to else, and it printed out I'm not greater, because you could see the value stored in B is lower than the value stored. It's as simple as that. So here is comparing whether it's true or false. So first is check here, it was not true, but here it's true that B is not greater than A. So that is all I wanted you to know about how the Boolean values work in Python. Now, let's talk about what is called type conversion. Imagine today, I'm to celebrate my birthday here. Okay, so let me clear this out. Now, you are supposed to calculate your birthday. How do you need to do that? To know exactly your number or the age you are in now. So, let's write a variable for it, birth. Yeah. Which means you're going to ask the user to type his birth here, and based on the current year, you're going to display the age or the year your friend or your girlfriend is. Okay, so you are trying to take an input from the person. That's why we are going to use input function here. Then now ask, hey, sweetie, which year were you born? Then now we need to create another variable. Then pass in the birth year, which is the current year, right? In 2024 minus the birth year. Now what we need to do is to print our current age. As simple as that. So when the user enter the year she was born, that year she was born will be subtracted from the current and to display the current age of the person. So let's run our code. So our code is asking, hey sweetie, which year were you born? Let's say sweetie was born in 1987. Now, when sweetie enters her year, we had an error called type error. Let's read what the message says. Unsupported operand type for int and string. Now let's look here. This is a string. I told you when you are dealing with strings, these are what those data types you are talking about. And this is where the type conversion comes into place. All what is here is a string. And this is an integer. So in Python, you can't subtract two different data types at the same time. Okay? This is an integer. And birth year, which is a variable containing the string. So now what we are doing is we are subtracting a string from an integer to print our year, which is not going. That's why it gives that error at code 1. So to solve this, we need to convert this whole sentence to an integer. So to do that, before we can subtract this, we need to convert this into an integer. So we just need to add int, then into bracket. So this bracket will cover the whole sentence. Then we add another bracket at the last. So now, when the user enter the string of the year, it's converted to an integer before it goes back and store it into the variable. Then when the variable comes here, now it's an integer, it's subtracted from an integer. So let's run it. Let me show you something. Control R. Now, let's say she was born in 1987. Now, we can know that the current age is what? 37. So this is a type conversion in Python when you are programming. So always, when you have issue of type error, make sure strings is subtracted from string, integer is subtracted from integer, float is subtracted from float. You should know the data types. Don't try to subtract one data type from another data type. It will not work. To do that, you need to convert it before you be able to use it. I hope I've made something sensible here for you. And I hope you're learning and following the whole course. Take care and have a good evening. And see you in our upcoming lesson. I'm your co-instructor, Dr. Don from Learn with Your Brains. Goodbye and see you.